Okay, so I want to know from you whether or not you think this deal is reasonable. That I believe that my body mind listening sessions are worth about $5,000 a night. That's my personal opinion. I'd like to make a deal where you try it out, and if you can't afford it, or you don't think it's worth 5,000 to you, it's only worth 300, or you think it's only worth 100, or you think it's only worth 900, or whatever. I guess there would have to be a minimum, because if you thought it was only worth $20, I guess the minimum would be whatever the going rate is, the average standard. So the average standard, I'll have to look it up, but I think it's about $60 an hour, $1 a minute. The average standard is $1 a minute for, I don't know. But the deal I'd like to make, saying it's not an unreasonable amount, I guess if you like really couldn't afford more than that, then you need to communicate beforehand. You need to let me know beforehand what you could afford. But if you thought that it really wasn't worth that much, then you tell me what it was worth to you, and I will use that to assess whether or not I let you hire me out again, depending on how many clients I have. If I have people who will pay that amount, then I might shunt you over to another person that I've trained or can do just as good a job as me or I believe in, instead of necessarily going to me. But if I have free and I want to get an extra whatever amount you're going to say that it's worth, then maybe I'll have you be available that time. But I will use the amount that you think it's worth and put that in as a level of priority in terms of paying my bills. Now, once I've made enough to cover all my bills and I'm able to fund buying my house back and the projects that I want to do, once I have enough to do all that, then it will not be based per price. It'll be based on your personality of how much I actually like you. So if I really like you and you can only pay $1, whatever, then I really like you, so it doesn't really matter. I think that's going to be true anyway, so, because that's the kind of person I am. I really don't base it necessarily off of money, but instinctively, because of having not had funds for most of my life, I will, at this point in my time, have to prioritize it based off the level and amount you're willing to give. So, I'd like to know your opinion. Does that sound fair or reasonable? Just curious, so you tell me.